7 Unsolved Mysteries that will puzzle your brain. What happened on Roanoke? English settlers back in 1587, led by John White, had established a colony on Roanoke. This was a barrier island located right off present-day North Carolina on the site of what had once been a previously failed settlement. After establishing an outpost, White departed once again to get supplies and gather more colonists, but returned much later than he had anticipated because of a brewing battle. When he finally found his way back, there wasn't a single person present, and his only clue was the word Croatoan that was carved into a post. Archaeologists still cannot find a single idea where the entire colony vanished to. Where is Walter Collins? A 9-year-old Walter Collins decided to take a trip to the cinema back in 1928 but never returned home. The LAPD had been struggling with a string of disappearances at the time. The Illinois police had immediately sent information about a boy they had discovered who claimed to be Walter Collins. The LAPD was pleased and quickly took these pictures to Walter's mother, but she stated emphatically that it clearly wasn't him. The police still forced her to take this boy in anyway until the boy finally admitted that he'd lied. The real Walter Collins was never discovered and continues to remain a mystery. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. The Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 departed Beijing, China, in 2014 and never made it to its final destination, which was in Kuala Lumpur. The plane inexplicably went off course during the flight, but none of the 239 people aboard nor any telling piece of the plane or wreckage has ever been found. The plane had been manually diverted off course, and the transponder was turned off. However, experts can't explain what happened to the people on board. After 4 years of investigation, it was concluded that the entire plane had simply vanished. The Sicily fires. Astonishingly random fires suddenly began breaking out back in 2004 in a village in Sicily, incinerating electrical boxes, fans, and even toasters. The fires left investigators confused, who could find no clear cause for several years. Theories soon began doing the rounds that a buildup of electrical current or a possible pyromaniac could be behind all these mysterious blazes. In 2015, a man had even been arrested and charged with setting these fires. However, even the mayor was not entirely convinced he did it, explaining that he and other officials had seen items simply burst into flame out of nowhere. The Mary Celeste. A British-American ship called the Mary Celeste was found empty and adrift on December 4, 1872, in the Atlantic. It was found to be seaworthy, and its cargo was fully intact, except for a lifeboat, which it appeared had been boarded in a very orderly fashion. But why? Captain Benjamin Briggs set sail with his family and an experienced crew of 8 back in 1872, never to be heard from again. Many theories have even been proposed, but the mystery remains as the captain, crew, and family were never seen again. Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich manuscript, which was named after the man who purchased it, came to light back in 1912. However, linguists are reportedly not any closer to translating the strange texts now than they were almost 100 years ago. The parchment and the ink date back to the 15th century, and it is also filled with incredible illustrations of various herbs as well as medical procedures. Recently, the engineer Ahmet Artik and his sons got to work on the manuscript and even claimed to have deciphered some words. But it's still quite far from clear if they're on the path to cracking this code.